Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's check in with the major US indices. And alright, so since the last video we traded Monday and now today, Tuesday as well. And nothing's really changed here on this shorter term Elliott wave outlook. Still looking to continue this likely developing impulse wave to the upside. Looking to take out the all-time high here quite shortly. There was some weakness on Monday, although it was really just, as viewed as this, it was just another higher low within this uptrend since we had our bottom here at 28.64. And then today we've, broken the high from, I believe, Friday. And I actually thought, oh, maybe we're going to go and take out the all-time high today. We didn't get too far away. I think we got up to 29.11 and change. All-time high is only a few points above that, but that'll have to wait. Today wasn't the day. Certainly looks like it's going to happen soon, though. So yeah, that's just a little update on that chart. Nothing really major changing there. All short-term pullbacks aside there. Okay, so on the candlestick chart here, so there's yesterday's candle, moved down, but not actually a candlestick sell signal. It wasn't an engulfing pattern or anything. It closed slightly below the T-line, but you saw we had that nice reaction again off that 20-day simple moving average, which has served quite well as support here multiple times. And now today, a nice green day, took out the highs of the previous 2 days. Little selling from the top, but still overall closing near the upper end of the day's range. Closed above the T-line and the 3T line. So really nothing changed here in my outlook. Still looking to take out the all-time high fairly soon. Again, possibly this week. There's 3 trading days left and only, what are we, 10 or so points away on a closing basis right now from the all-time high. So good chance we take it out soon here. All right, we'll go to Dow Jones Industrial Average. And the Dow looking nice and strong. It actually showed more relative strength yesterday when there's a bit of a short-term sell-off. The Dow didn't sell off as much. So industrial is definitely showing relative strength. And again, I only have to highlight how names like Boeing and Caterpillar are doing. They're definitely outperforming at the moment. And I'm loving those. So the Dow, well above the T-line and the 3T line. I took out the highs of previous two days there, and really very little resistance left other than the all-time high itself at 26,617. So the Dow going for a run here by the looks of it. Should make a new high relatively soon. Okay, now we'll go to the NASDAQ composite. And the NASDAQ composite, relatively the weaker of the 3, although certainly not excessively weak. So we had the most selling yesterday on the NASDAQ, closed down not quite to the 50-day simple moving average, which has served as quite good support on the way up. I suspected we might go nick that since we've done that before. Seems to be a common place to come down to find support. And then today, decent bounce back on the NASDAQ, although notably weaker than the other 2 indices. So as a sector, tech perhaps not the strongest, maybe some rotation going towards the industrials. That might be the message here on the charts. But all that aside, if the other 2 indices are rising and going to make new highs soon, then I just suspect the NASDAQ won't be far behind. And oftentimes you'll see the NASDAQ start to underperform, and then all of a sudden it more than catches up and becomes the outperformer again. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But closed roughly at the T-line, slightly below perhaps, so a little weaker than the other 2. But again, certainly not weak as long as we're holding, the higher low pattern on this daily and also holding, 50-day simple moving average. There's really no red flags here at this point. And the volatility index. So again, when I was seeing yesterday's little mild sell-off there, and really it is relatively mild, I was looking at the VIX, and okay, so we went as high as 1375 on the VIX. That certainly wasn't very threatening if it was going to be you know, a major turning point or sell-off. So that certainly encouraged me to kind of dismiss it as just some short-term weakness, and that proved to be correct so far. And the VIX still just trendless. I don't know, people, you know, keep seeing headlines and panic selling on an intraday basis, and then only to, you know, gain it all back and then some the next day in most cases. You'd think that kind of behavior would eventually, you know, teach people that you can't trade the news, but apparently that just doesn't seem to be the case, and they keep repeating the same self-destructive trading behavior. But anyways, yeah, VIX still in a bullish condition for equities. And we'll check in as price action makes it worthwhile to do so. Alright, Serial Trader signing off.